everyone, I am your astrologer Brittany with Horoscope.com. Here are 3 things you need to know in order to make today, Tuesday, January 1st, 2019, a success. Before I get started, I do just want to say Happy New Year to all of you. I hope and I know that 2019, I like to think, will be much better than 2018. A little bit more stable, a little bit more active. We may have a little bit more of drive to do things, to get things done. And I wish that you all have a very successful, productive 2019 that helps to straighten your life out and kind of get it going in the right path. Now, the first thing I want to talk about today is, of course, going to be right here where the moon is, in Scorpio. When the moon's in Scorpio, it brings our attention to some change, perhaps, that we may want to make in our life. If it doesn't come to some kind of change, ending or beginning, sometimes it also comes to working deeply and intimately with our relationships, adjusting our finances, usually spending money in Scorpio, as well as doing some deep soul searching at this time. Now, what we've got going on here, but a little bit after we wake up this morning, we've got this moon in Scorpio making a sextile over here to Pluto and Capricorn. I do like this a lot because I just like sextiles for the most part. I believe this can give us an opportunity here to start to feel better about the direction that our life is going in. Maybe even to do, again, some deep soul searching about what we want in life, what's important to us, what we need in order to put our life in some better place. And I just feel like it's going to be a lot easier for us to do that this morning. Okay, I think that's going to stick with us for most of the day. The next alignment will not be until around dinner time. At dinner time, moon's going to move further through Scorpio and make a conjunction right here with Venus. When the moon makes a conjunction with Venus, it brings a lot of feelings here about relationships that could come up. Because this is a conjunction, I think we may be thinking about adjusting our relationships, even our finances with Venus, making some changes, again, towards those things in order to help us feel better, to maybe do some things in alignment with maybe some of the insights that we received earlier in the day. Okay, and I think I like the conjunction. I believe it's helping us to feel more comfortable with relationships, with money, even if we do have to make some changes in order to get there. After that happens, the next alignment isn't going to occur until around bedtime. What's going to happen then? This moon in Scorpio is going to make a trine over here to Chiron at the last degrees of Pisces, and a trine over here to the North Node, which are both in a trine to each other. What I think could happen is this could bring up some uncomfortable feelings here about the past as we start to make some changes to put our life in a better direction. Could also bring up a lot of stuff going on emotionally in our spirit and soul that just feels like a lot, makes us feel a little bit out of sorts. However, with the moon also making a trine to the North Node at this same time, I think we do have an opportunity to better understand our feelings, ground ourselves amidst maybe some emotional turmoil, so that we can do what needs to be done to put our life in some different place, different than it's ever been before in our lifetimes, especially with stuff going on in the astrology now, and to start to move towards it, right? The first thing that I want to talk about today, to not be afraid here to readjust your relationships and your money in order to move forward, putting your life in some different direction, because I think you're going to start to have a chance to get more of a handle on that today, and to make, I don't know if I want to say big strides, because we're still in like a last quarter moon here, but to start to feel like things are we're stepping into the new, since it is a new year after all. The second thing I want to talk about is going to be right here. The Sun and Saturn are coming into a conjunction today. That also is very, very good for commitment, committing to some new life direction, some new career path in some way. I think we've been trying to work it out for a while. I think for the past few months, we've been trying to readjust our life to be something new or different that we're more excited about. I think it's been hard, things from the past coming back, weighing on us. And I think with this alignment, Sun, Saturn, the Chiron North Node stuff, we're finally like, you know what? I got to go in this new direction. I got to do this new thing, especially at the start of a new year. I got to commit to it. And I think we're starting to think more seriously, think more long term, and be a little bit more dedicated and disciplined about moving into new chapters and letting go perhaps of old ones. And I think this alignment is going to help us to think seriously, or is going to require us to think a little bit more seriously, to make some hard decisions, and to commit a little bit more to putting our life in some different path, and to getting all our resources right now in order, and all of our relationships, so we can do that. The third and last thing I want to talk about is going to be right here where Mars is. It just moved into Aries late last night. what that is very positive to help us do things, act, initiate, move forward. Again, we're still on a last quarter moon phase, so it's not like full speed yet, doing, acting, initiating, making things happen. But I think gradually, especially over the course of this next month, we're going to start to feel more of the passion, more of the drive come back. It's going to be a lot easier for us to do the things that we need in order to move forward. And I think Mars in Aries is giving you a little bit of like an internal wake up here, starting to rev the engines to say, look, last year might have been slow. This year's not going to be slow. You're going to be able to go forward, even though you may have to be very disciplined about how you move forward. But it's time to do some things that you need to do and to act on things in a different way than you've ever done before to get totally different results. And I think we're getting to that point. We're getting to the point of finally launching forth on some new journey we've been working out for quite some time and getting all of our resources in order to do that. So that is your daily planetary forecast for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you tomorrow.